Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we want to take a look at the set we are currently on. We want to predict what will be the next cards releasing in the selection pack in January. So we will take a look at what cards we currently have from the set we are currently on and what cards are the next to come. Obviously, one thing has to be mentioned here with Konami, they are not really keeping to the release cycle. We always had some cards that were released out of cycle. For example, the Promethean Princess that has just recently released in the OCG. TCG does not have this card right now, or the Sky Striker card that we have gotten for the TCG even got the card, but also the new Vanquish Soul support cards, the Jialong and the Dust Devil, which we have gotten in a complete package in one selection pack, and those are cards that have just recently released in the TCG in Age of Overlord, which is a set that we are definitely not on and will probably be coming in 2 or 3 months. So they definitely do their own thing, but then again, they keep to the basic release cycle. So what we will look at today is Cyberstorm Access, which we are on now, then the Wild Survivors, and then Duelist Nexus, and in the end, Age of Overlord. So these are main booster sets: Cyberstorm Access, Duelist Nexus, and Age of Overlord. And this is a deck building set. If you don't know what this is, deck building sets are like sets in between that introduce 3 new archetypes. For example, Rescue Ace, Pearly, and Mikanko were also a deck building set. And then cards like Vanquish Soul, the new Dino stuff, and the Nouvelle were also in deck building sets. But we will take a look at this in a moment. So the first thing we want to take a look at is the set we are currently on, Cyberstorm Access. And we want to take a look at which cards are missing and which cards could come in the next selection pack. And we can quickly go over this. We can see we have the Firewall stuff. We already have this in game. One of the big archetypes that is still to come is the support for the super heavy stuff. This will be maybe together with Emancipator, a real strong combo deck, though it remains to be seen how strong it will be in Master Duel. It was pretty strong in the OCG and then was pretty strong on the TCG before the new, I think it was, or it was not the... It's not the new Link 1 monster, but the Link 1 monster of the archetype was then banned, and then unfortunately this deck was destroyed at that moment. So you can see these are the new cards. There are also pendulum cards that you can play, but don't you worry, it's not a pendulum deck. You only place them there and then you do something with them. We have cards like the Bestial Luba, we have the Fallen of Argyros, we have the Ice Jade stuff, there's the Manadium stuff, which we have recently gotten, and then there's another archetype that's really not impactful in the OCG or TCG. Nemleria. So you can see there is the Dreaming Nemleria, and she dreams, and then in the dream there are Nemleria, Dream Defender Quack, Dream Defender Aurela. Don't ask me how this deck works because I am not familiar with this. But this is also something we still have to get from here. We don't have at the moment. Then we have Pearl Lily, also a card that we have gotten before its release cycle. We have Tellarknight stuff, which I think we already have in game. Keep in mind there are also some little cards like Full Active Duplex, which could be a cyber support card, and these are just cards that will be fitted in random at some points. These are not major archetypes missing, so most of these cards we already have. We also have the Sakitama, we have gotten the Ringo Worm, the Wannabe we have got. Then the cyber stuff was the stuff that came in the last pack. We have the Albion Vicious Astrolord, the Manadium card here. I think we have the new B-Trooper card and also the Dual Avatar thing. There's another new Super Heavy card that you will not play in Super Heavy. Also this one you won't also play. We have Disparta, Lulu Lilith, Primate, Chaos Angel. We had Chaos Angel for a long time, also a card that came early to us. The new Tellarknight stuff came in this special selection pack, I think. I don't think we have Virtual Tiger World Fufu, but correct me if I'm wrong here. We have the Singularity, we have Protect Code Talker, and we also have the Signet stuff, the Sword Soul Punishment stuff. If you control the Synchro monster, target 1 card on the field or any graveyard, banish it. Is this a quick play spell? It's not. Okay, but it's not really played in Sword. So we have gotten the Tri-Brigade Roar, Kashira Axtra, the Manadium cards here. There's another part of the Nemleria archetype. Also Sweet Dreams Nemleria, and as you can see here, Poorly Sleepy Memory was not meant to be in Master Duel as of right now. We have gotten that early also. Then Libromancer stuff, I think some of these cards are missing. We have, for example, the Time Tyrian Morganite, cards that we have recently gotten, Brightest Blazing Branded King, the Manadium stuff, we have the Rescue Ace stuff, Fusion Duplication, Trap Tracks we also have, I think, and then I think down here are also some reprint cards. One major theme that's definitely missing is Gold Pride. We have the Gold Pride cards that I think also in Photon Hypernova had some cards, and this is basically the second wave. This is a TCG exclusive archetype, so I'm not quite sure whether we will be getting that, but I think we will. So as you can see from this pack, missing are basically the Gold Pride cards and the Nemleria cards together with the Super Heavy Samurai stuff. And what I think could happen is that we will get two of these a bit, I would call them underwhelming archetypes. We will also take a look, or have to take a look now that I read Wild Survivors, at some other thing I want to talk about in a moment, but I think we will get two of them and then one of the archetypes that a lot of people are hyped for, because otherwise you can't really sell the selection pack if you don't give the people the cards that they want to see, because I think Super Heavy, also Nemleria, because it's just not good, and then the Gold Pride are not archetypes that people are really excited for. And I am honest with you, if these would be put together in one selection pack and that's all that there is, then I would not go for the selection pack. So I think that we will see this together with an archetype maybe from Duelist Nexus that is more impactful. But yeah, these are the cards missing, and now we can take a look at Wild Survivors, though I quickly want to, I have to go to card list, I think, quickly want to also open up, because this is also relevant. Where is it? It came after Duelist Nexus, but before Age of Overlord, I think, or came it after Age of Overlord? No, wait. Burning Volcano. This is also something we need to take a look at, the new Salamangreat stuff, but yeah. Then we are getting the Wild Survivor stuff, which these are the new Dino cards, right? Xeno Meteorus, Transcendorus Meteorus. The important ones are Ground Xeno, and then where is the other thing? There was another, the new Evolvesar card is also nice, but I think we are getting this with Nexus. So Ground Xeno is very impactful, and I think there was another one. I think it's the Xeno Meteorus guy. So we will get new Dino support, but there was a leak from Decade that we will get this via a new secret pack that also contains Dinomorphia stuff. So that might come in this pack. Then we have the Vanquish Soul stuff in here. Obviously you have some Dino reprints in this one. We have the Vanquish Soul stuff in here, which we already have gotten. We have everything from the archetype, also the stuff that comes later. And then here is the Nouvelle stuff, which we have also gotten. So I think they will have to take some of the missing cards from Cyberstorm Access, maybe together. So let's say the dinos come in the secret pack like it was leaked. Then they need to take like two of the archetypes from Cyberstorm Access that are missing, Super Heavy, Nemleria, and Gold Pride. And I think they need to combine it with one of the second wave archetypes from Duelist Nexus, or maybe the new Salamangreat cards, because people are very hyped for Salamangreat. They love the deck, and together with the new support cards, they are quite insane, or what, insane is maybe the wrong word, but they are definitely stronger. We have here the new Salamangreat support cards, and also this is also a deck building set. We have Salamangreat of Fire, which is a very strong one, Salamangreat Weasel, so just stop the video if you want to read about them. I don't want to talk about every card. And then the new boss monster, Raging Phoenix. I think the trap, is this the trap? Target one fire monster in grave at special summon that you can banish. No, this is not the trap. So I think this really insane trap is already in the game, where you can destroy monsters up to the link link rank of the monster. So there's a combo that you can use for the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix, and then you have a trap card that can destroy up to 4 cards on the field, because Raging Phoenix is link 4. But the main cards you want from here are Salamangreat of Fire, the Weasel, the Raging Phoenix, and these are then reprints. I think these are the 3 cards that are really impactful, that made this deck way better and more consistent. I'm not too familiar with Salamangreat, so I can't really talk about why that is, so excuse me here. But we also have the new Volcanic stuff, which did not make an impact at all, either in the TCG or OCG. So I think this is also not something that you want to pair with the remaining stuff from Cyberstorm Access, because then you don't have something really amazing for the player community, right? So I can see something like and there's also new Battling Boxer stuff in here, yeah. But this also was not impactful at all. So I can see something like the new Salamangreat cards together with, I don't know, maybe Super Heavy Samurai and Nemleria, or Super Heavy Samurai plus the Gold Pride stuff. I can see something like this. This would be one of the predictions I could give for what is coming next. Okay, and then we are moving on to the next big pack, which is a Duelist Nexus, and this is really nice because what happens here mainly is that we will get support stuff for already existing archetypes that have been in the game for a long time or that are not complete right now. So the first thing that's really nice is the new Illusionist stuff together with the Chimera stuff. This will be branded Chimera, the new powerful branded deck, which in the TCG basically replaced Despia, branded Despia. And now it is branded Chimera, which is super cool. You have a lot of negates. This is a monster negate. This is when something targets negate. And then you have your new boss monster, you could say. Let me just quickly search him so we can talk about him. The fusion monster, the Chimera, the king of Phantom Beasts, which is always called Chimera, the flying mythical beast, which basically, if this is on the field, enables all of the effects I talked about, the monster negate effect, the target negate effect. And this also, if it gets summoned with the new Chimera fusion, which we will take a look at in a moment, this then will also discard a card from your opponent's hand at the end phase, which is really strong. We have the Revolution Synchron, which a lot of people thought like was a game-changing card, and then in the end, not really. Then there is some Dino stuff here, though I'm not quite sure if these are reprints. We have the Manadium Torrid, which we already have, and then there come the new Infernoble Knights cards. There are a lot of them in here, and this definitely makes the deck way stronger. The cards are already in the game, but this makes it really strong, really playable, though we have to keep in mind that this is a combo deck, and combo decks are always weaker in Master Duel as well as in the OCG and the CCG. This is one of the strongest decks right now, so we'll get this. And then finally the Unchained cards. So there are only 3 new Unchained cards coming: the Soul of Shavara, Shayama, and then the Lord of Yama. We will take a look at this in a moment. The Unchained deck will come from being basically unplayed to a really strong deck, one of the strongest possibly, but once again Maxi will definitely keep this deck in check a bit. This is, at the moment, you could argue the best deck in the TCG and has been for a while now, but there is no Maxi there, so yeah, these cards alone, the Yama, Shayama, Shavara, and the Yama, that we will take a look at in a moment, definitely have put this old deck back at the top of the ladder and the meta. And then we have the new Rescue S stuff, the remaining Rescue S stuff. After that we will get an Edge of Overlord, the Diabellstar stuff, which will make this way better, but as I already said, Edge of Overlord, yeah, this is not to come in a few months, so it's basically around Duelist Nexus that we are talking now. So we get the Preventer, and then we will see the spell that we get. Preventer is, by the way, pretty insane. You can banish one Rescue Ace monster from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. If you control another Rescue Ace monster quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, change it to face down position, so Book of Moon quick effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Rescue Ace monsters except level 8, so not the Turbulence, and then special summon it, which is also really strong. So this is just an insanely strong card. There is not important. Then the Chimera stuff, which I talked about, a new Runic card, which wasn't really that impactful. Crimson Dragon will be really great also for Manadium, which Manadium will also get support in form of the Visas Amritara here. A very important card that this card now becomes Visa Starfrost, already nice. And then if this card is synchro summoned, you can add one spell trap that mentions Visa Starfrost, so you can search your planet, you can search the counter trap. Exactly, this is really insane. You can make it pretty easily because it's level 8. And then we have the Crimson Dragon, which says if this card is special summoned, you can add one spell trap, doesn't really matter. Quick effect, you can target one level 7 or higher synchro monster on the field except this, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon one dragon synchro monster from your extra deck with the same level as the target monster. This can quite easily summon, for example, cards like the Cosmic Quasar Dragon, or also cards like the Calamity, so you can lock your opponent out of activating cards this turn. But you can use this in Manadium to pretty easily target your Baron de Fleur and then go attack this thing out here and go into your Bestial Sparta, which at the moment is still a bit tricky to make, but will be easier with this in the future. Then we have Angelica, which is also support for Infernoble. She's able to search the new field spell that we will also see in a moment here. We have the Evolzalas, a really strong card for Dinos, or in general level 6 decks, 2 level 6 monsters. While this card has material, your opponent cannot target every monster effects, pretty strong, and also has a lot of attack. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, and then you can negate its effect until the end of the turn. Or if this only has reptiles and dinosaurs, you only need to detach 1, so you can do it 2 times. So for Dino decks, really strong. In general, for rank 6 decks, a really strong negate that you can make. we are getting the new Purely Noir, the only one remaining card that we want to get for the Purely. This is the one that you make with the Sleepy Memory, and it says once per turn you can discard one card and target one card your opponent controls, so up to 2 if this card has Sleepy Memory as material, return that to the hand. Though people thought this was the impactful effect, it is not really, I have to say. In my TCG playing a Purely, I nearly ever made this, but up to twice per turn when you activate a Purely quick play spell, quick effect, so all of them have that, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material, and then the special sentence, then you can set one Purely trap directly from your deck. So it's really nice. You go search your Sleepy Memory, activate Sleepy Memory, then you summon the Black Cat, targets Sleepy Memory, goes into Purely Noir, and then you need one additional quick play spell that you can activate, Chain the Noir, attach the quick play spell, and then you can set the trap, so the trap that ranks this up into the big Black Cat from the deck for free. So this is really amazing, and the moment this comes out, Purely will definitely be, I think, once again the strongest deck, depending on whether we have the Rescue Ace stuff, but only the Rescue Ace stuff without the Dear Bellster, I think Purely will still be stronger. So we'll get this in the future. There's new Altergeist support, but this never really came up. We have Emperor Charles the Great, the new Link 1 for Infant Noble Knight, but you have to, if this card is linked summoned, you have to control one level 9 Infant Noble Knight Emperor Charles equipped with an equip card. So you need Charles the Synchro guy and then equip with one equip card, which obviously this deck can do quite easily, and then you can make the guy here, which is a spell and trap negate. And then we have Unchained Soul Lord of Yama, the new Unchained Link monster, which you could make with 2 Fiend monsters. This card is special summoned, you can add one Unchained monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, already amazing. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this is in your graveyard, you can banish this card and special summon one Fiend monster from your hand or graveyard, amazing. Then you can destroy one card you control, also nice that you can do that. So this is definitely, together with the other 2 Unchained cards, what tied this deck together and made it that great. So I'm really hyped for Unchained. This is definitely the deck I am most looking forward to in the future of Master Duel. We have the Chimera Fusion, that is a quick play spell that can recycle itself to hand and can be used again in the same turn. So crazy, and this you will use to make your Chimera, the flying mythical beast thing that I just talked about. And then we have the new Infernoble field spell and the new Infernoble equip spell Almas. This you can search with the Angelica, which I just showed you, the Synchro 5 here. This can search the field spell, or normally searches the field spell. We are getting the Emergency. This is the other card for Rescue Ace that's really important. Special Summon. This card is always treated as a Rescue Ace card. This is actually important. Special Summon one Rescue Ace monster from your deck in defense position, then tribute one Rescue Ace monster from your hand or field. And during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Rescue Ace trap in your grave and set it. Really nice. So the cool thing about Emergency is, at first it opens up a one card combo for you. You can use your Airlifter, search the Emergency, use the Emergency, tribute the Airlifter to get your Hydrant to the field, activate Hydrant, search your Turbulence, and then you have 2 cards already engraved, the Emergency and the Airlifter, and Emergency is always treated as Rescue Ace, so you are able to banish those 2, summon the Turbulence, activate Turbulence, and set 4 cards, which is the main play of this deck. But also you can use this card as a quick play spell to dodge something, right? So let's say you would have your Turbulence already on the field, activated, and your opponent wants to imperm it, and you have your Rescue, your Emergency still in hand. Then you can use Emergency, tribute the Turbulence, and summon anything else, and then obviously the imperm has no target anymore, or maybe an effect veiler. So this card together with the Preventer makes the deck way stronger, and there will be a point at which this deck will be the strongest in Master Duel, especially if we are getting the Sinful Spoils stuff, which I don't know whether we will go over Age of Overlord today because it's that far off. We have Dark Corridor, support card for Dark World, makes it really nice. Add one Dark World monster from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. Oh, that's really nice. They definitely like to do this. The Sinful Spoils cards start being introduced in here, but this is not really impactful as of right now. Will be in Age of Overlord then, and then in the future as well. Then there's no Purely trap that is not played at all. Is there anything interesting in here left? Oh yeah, the new Tistina cards, which was the TCG exclusive archetype, which never really had any impact. No one played this, but I think the rest are reprints. Alright. So here is what I could see for the next pack. I already talked about how we will probably get the remaining stuff here, but we won't get Super Heavy, Nemleria, and the Gold Bright, because people are not hyped about that. So I can see 2 of these archetypes together with, this will be Secret Pack, I guess, so this is our theory, together with maybe the new Salamangreat stuff, or one of the archetype supporting stuff from Duelist Nexus already. Might be the Chimera stuff here, the Illusion Chimera stuff, though this is quite a big package. Might be that we get the also very big package of Infernoble support. We could also get the very small package, only 3 cards of Unchained, or only 2 cards of Rescue Ace. And keep in mind though that they can just make all of this ultra rare, and then we will have to get a lot of the cards to complete the deck. And it could also be the case that we will get support cards like the Crimson Dragon Visas Amritara, though this is not really an archetype thing, the Crimson Dragon that is, so I'm not quite sure if this will get there. Also Epaulet Noir, so I'm expecting something like, if it is not the Super Heavy plus something here plus the Salamangreat stuff, which would be my first guess for the next pack, then I would guess it would be 2 of these 3 here together with either the Infernoble Knight stuff, because we have gotten a secret pack recently with that stuff, either the Infernoble Knight stuff or the Unchained stuff, to be honest. But could also be the Rescue Ace stuff, because we already have the Rescue Ace cards. One of these scenarios I could see, and then obviously we will go to Age of Overlord in the future. We will talk about this in a future video. There are so many amazing cards here. If we talk about this now, this will definitely blow up the video. This is the most impactful card to be ever printed, SP Little Knight. It's such an insane card, but we will talk about this in another video. Yeah, this is it. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think will come in the next pack? Yeah, let me know what you think after you have seen everything basically that is missing right now. Let me also know what you wish would come. Thanks for being here. If you like my kind of videos, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one.